keeps hitting me.
Are you okay?
What happened?
Some jerk just ran into the back of us.
Are we gonna call the police?
What do we do now?
First thing you should do is check yourself for injuries and the occupants in your vehicle and the other vehicle. Upon doing that, make sure that the vehicles, if they are drivable, can be moved off the road. Then dial 911 if emergency help is needed, or make contact with your local police department to get a law enforcement officer at the traffic crash scene.
What if you think you're injured?
If you're injured, don't take a chance. Dial 911. You never know what's wrong. Have some professionals look at you to check you out, to be on the safe side. The adrenaline is flowing. You might feel like you're okay, but get checked out.
Should we go to the hospital? What should we do?
Let's ask an emergency room doctor who has treated thousands of car crash victims. Dr. Soor, what is your advice for anyone in a car crash?
As an emergency physician, my advice for anyone involved in a car crash is that you seek care immediately. Oftentimes, with the excitement and the adrenaline surge that occurs during a crash, you may not feel hurt, but you could be. So my advice would be to go to an emergency department right after the crash and let a trained professional evaluate you. Let them see if you have any serious injuries.
Mommy, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Nothing's broken. No one is bleeding. If we go to the hospital, won't they just tell us to go to our family doctor?
Many people involved in a car crash go to the emergency department and are told their x-rays are normal. Just because we may tell you there are no broken bones, it does not mean that you're not injured. Normal x-rays can only tell us three things. First, they tell us that you don't have a broken bone that we can see. Second, they tell us that you don't have a gross dislocation of a joint. And third, they tell us that you don't have a tumor. If you had any of these three things, you'd be referred to an appropriate specialist right away. But again, just because they tell you that the x-rays are normal, it does not mean that you're not injured.
X-rays don't hurt, and then we can go home.
What happens after the emergency department visit?
If you're not admitted to the hospital, you will probably be told to go home, take it easy, and avoid any strenuous activities, and follow up with another doctor for a more in-depth examination and treatment.
Do we have to go see crabby old Dr. Wiley?
What kind of doctor should we see next? Our family doctor?
Your family doctor may be appropriate for follow-up care, but for the majority of people, or at least for my family members, I would recommend that they follow up with a doctor who specializes in the treatment of injuries that can occur in a motor vehicle crash. A specialist has the training to diagnose and treat these injuries far beyond what we can do in the emergency department, and better than most primary care doctors. So for the best care, find a specialist.
Bobby, get back in here.
Look, Mom, the van's not even wrecked. Can we just go home now?
I guess if the car's not wrecked. We probably are okay, right?
That is absolutely not true. People can have very significant injuries even if there's no damage to the car. If that were true, then all we'd have to do is look at a picture of the car, not see the patient, and as we all know, that's ridiculous. There is no way to tell how serious a person's injuries are from a picture of the car.
Have you been injured in an automobile, motorcycle, or trucking accident? Are you dealing with an insurance company? If so, you need experience on your side. The lawyers of Oldham & Smith have been locally established for over 20 years. We're committed to seeking justice on behalf of our clients. We handle only serious personal injury and wrongful death matters. Call us and see if we can help. Oldham & Smith, experience counts.